The girl simply reached out and grabbed the ladder. The sudden movement made her heart race to almost 300 beats per minute. Looking down at the terrifying height below, her mind went completely blank. She wanted to return to the ground, but her friend above kept urging her not to hold them back. With no choice, Bella closed her eyes to steady herself before continuing to climb the abandoned signal tower that stood thousands of meters tall. Neither of them knew that, because the tower had fallen into disrepair over the years, the rust-covered metal components had become dangerously fragile. With each step they climbed, the screws holding the ladder in place loosened a little more. Even though Bella was now being extremely cautious after her scare, the hidden dangers would inevitably claim their lives. 3 hours later, they finally reached a small platform. But this wasn't their destination. The tower's peak above the platform was the ultimate goal of their extreme challenge. Looking at the seemingly endless ladder ahead, Bella's hands began to weaken. One mistake would instantly end her life. Under her friend's persistent urging, Bella reluctantly reached for the ladder again. To ensure it was secure, she shook it forcefully. Seeing that the ladder remained stable despite her test, Bella began climbing at her friend's insistence. As soon as both feet were on the ladder, she felt an inexplicable chill. Falling from this signal tower would reduce even a body of steel to dust in an instant. Bella could only use deep breathing to constantly adjust her mindset. However, just as she overcame her fear and continued climbing, her friend above, seeking an adrenaline rush, began violently shaking the rust-covered ladder. Bella cursed at her friend not to joke like that, but her friend just laughed, saying Bella couldn't take a joke. Little did she know that this very action would plunge them into an inescapable abyss. What should have been a 1-minute climb took the terrified Bella a full half hour to complete. By the time she reached the final step, Bella was completely exhausted. Her friend, who had already reached the top, tried to pull her up. Unfortunately, the ladder suddenly shifted, nearly causing Bella to fall. Bella wanted to turn back, but her safety rope was firmly held by her friend, making retreat impossible. Thankfully, with her friend's help, the completely drained Bella managed to reach the tower's peak without incident. Looking down at the entire world beneath her feet, the severely frightened Bella finally felt some relief. But when they finished taking photos and prepared to return, they realized that descending from this 1 square meter platform at the tower's peak would be even more challenging than the climb up had been.